All right, time to take a look at the VEVOR F-150 truck bed storage toolbox. And this is very cool for me because the OEM actually makes one and it has the exact same load capacity. So this one says 75 pounds load limit. So that is the exact same as the Ford OEM toolbox. It is also important to know that this is the right side toolbox. So they make one for the right side or for the left side. This one is going to fit on the passenger side or right in front of the tailgate. That is nice. Okay. Cool. So that's good. So this is a lockable toolbox. So it does have a key that you can use to get this thing open. I think, yeah, it's going to be open already, and we're going to have everything on the inside. So this is something I like to see. We got this tray on here, so your most used stuff, you can just keep that right on top. So that's very cool. We also have, there's a little bit of separation right here, so you can put some stuff in here, and you can keep that on top. You don't have to worry about it falling down into your main compartment. And there is a ton of extra support on here. This is a very rigid feeling top. We've got cool. So this is our mounting hardware. So you can't see on this bracket, we do actually have a latch here. That latch is important because that's actually going to latch this onto the truck. Now the part that makes this toolbox so darn cool is the fact that it actually swings out. So you can have your tonneau cover over the back of your pickup, and where most toolboxes would be covered up by that tonneau cover, this one will actually sit underneath it. So all you have to do is drop that tailgate down, then you can grab this yellow lever, that will release it, and you can swing this whole thing out. So you don't even have to take your tonneau cover off to get to all your tools. That makes this the most convenient truck toolbox that there is on the market. So we have this bracket that's going to attach to the back of the truck, and we got these pins that are going to sit on top of that. So this is going to attach to the back of the pickup, and it takes about 15 minutes to install it. You got to remove the rear tail light, and there's going to be 3 exposed holes, and you just bolt it directly to that. And then once you got that, you just come over with the toolbox, drop it in like that, and it'll sit just like that. So it's a very easy thing to install. Plus what I really like that you get with this one is it actually has this padlock hole. And they even give you a padlock. So you can put this on here, padlock that up so you don't have to worry about anybody else coming and taking it. But then if you ever want to remove this toolbox from your truck because you need a little bit more room, maybe you're moving or something like that, all you have to do is remove this padlock, pull this lever, slide that toolbox open, and then you can lift this right off the truck. So you can remove that very easily as well. So this is an awesome toolbox. And then for the latch, which is going to latch onto the front, all you have to do is go to where that tie down point is. So that's normally where you're going to put your straps to tie down all your equipment. You unbolt that. You bolt this in, so you just use the exact same bolts, and then you've got your latch. And this latch is slotted, so you can move that back and forth a little bit if you need to. So when you get this mounted, just double check that height and get that to where it actually needs to be so that it lines up with that pin every time, and then tighten those 2 nuts up. Then in this bag, we got that key. We got some extra plastic pins for that bracket. We also have some self-drilling screws. Now it does say that if you're gonna mount this, you need to drill into the bed. I've seen a few people mount these toolboxes, and you don't need to do that. You literally just use everything that was already there. But in the event that you have something weird going on with your F-150, then there is a small chance you might actually have to drill using one of these. Now the one thing I do like to see is they do have some nylon washers on there to make sure you got a good seal. And on the back of the toolbox, just so you can see it, where this is actually going to latch on, it's going to latch onto this little pin right here. So when you close, it just locks onto that. And then when you pull that yellow lever, it's just pulling that pin out of the way so that you can swing that box out. So very simple, very cool design, and honestly one of the nicest toolboxes you're going to get for an F-150.